last time,
Alive.
you guys. Cool. Uh, last time you guys made it back to Branicore after fighting the dragon. You drugged the corpse off, showed it to the people. Hey, look, we killed this dragon. Thank us later. Cormac got really drunk again. You guys went and fetched him. You met Hammer Squad. You decided to help execute their plan to assassinate General Bellos. And they informed you on the plan was to basically battle your way through and sneak around Port Branicore and try to make it to the sewage treatment plant or like the waterworks. And go underground to get to the temple where it is believed that General Bellos is kind of hiding out. Does that seem like the best option? So you guys made your way into the town, further into the big city. You came at a bridge passing. You tried to sneak around, but were spotted by some kobold scouts. You fought off these kobolds, which you realize that they are quickly becoming very organized and militant. You guys managed to fight them off, and you pressed forward a little bit further with the Hammer Squad, and that's pretty much where we left off. Anything that anybody wants to add? Anything that they have questions about? Feel like anything like that?
I think so.
All right,
Forward unto dawn.
very good. Cool. So you guys have just battled off these kobolds. You're pressing forward. Durnan, the leader of Hammer Squad, was leading you guys. You guys come to a corner, and peeking around the corner, you see that there's a ton more kobolds just kind of moseying about the streets, with dead bodies kind of laying all around both kobolds and people. Durnan kind of tells you all to halt. All right, stop. I have a plan. Listen, it won't be long. The soldiers from back there, they'll push forward along this bridge. We'll let them create a diversion for us. They'll fight off this main force here, and we'll make our way through some of these buildings. Sound like a plan?
Aye.
Aye, right behind you.
All right, cool. Sure enough, as he says, after waiting there for a couple minutes, a bunch of Mountain's Gut and Port Branicore militiamen kind of run up, get to the corner with you guys, spot the kobolds, and they run forward, and a battle starts ensuing. As soon as the battle starts, Durnan kind of starts running off and waving towards you guys to follow. As you guys follow him, he leads you towards a somewhat familiar building, Ruby Hall. It's got a big gaping hole in the wall where the front door would be, and there is flames kind of coming out of different parts of it. As you enter into the building, it's just the wooden floor is just stained with soot, and like the gathering hall, which was once filled with bright red walls, are now stained with soot, and a lot of the walls are just broken away. As you guys kind of walk through, you hear the building creak. It doesn't sound that stable. The table that was once used for feasting is now covered in bloody rags and medical equipment, as it seems like it was made for a makeshift triage station. Durnan quickly leads you guys through this. You guys approach another door.
Wait. While we're in there,
Mm-hmm.
can I investigate for rubies?
Sure.
This is kind of in passing.
Yeah.
Well, while he's doing that, can I rummage through the equipment like on the table and see if there's anything to salvage?
Sure. Yeah, go for it. Both of you guys can do investigation checks.
And this is noting that I've been here and sold rubies before. 13.
Cool. You don't see any ruby. It
F.
seems pretty barren and destroyed. And a
I
lot
got
of
21.
You kind of look through around this like little makeshift triage center on this giant table, and you are able to find a small crate underneath with 5 greater healing potions in it.
Oh, Pog! Okay. Very nice. All right, I will add those.
Cool. You spot those. You grab them up really quick. As you guys are doing your searching, Durnin's sitting there. He's at this door that's slightly cracked open. He's pressing on it, but it seems like there's smoke kind of billowing out of it. And as he presses on it, it's really brittle and stiff. But he's able to kind of scrape it across the ground. And as he enters, he just kind of disappears into this hazy room. As you guys follow, you walk into this room. There's still small fires kind of burning inside this room, and there's several bodies that seem to be kind of charred and burned, but they're all piled up in like one corner of the room on the far side as you enter. He kind of doesn't acknowledge this, and through the haze you can see him arrive at another door. He begins pressing on that, and he's having a lot of trouble opening this one. He's trying to like do it quietly, but eventually he just gives up and he's trying to like slam into this thing, and it's just not budging. So he turns back towards the group. Anyone, give me a hand.
Oh, I've been waiting for a moment like this. I
Alright.
step up and take the dwarven lockpick in hand,
Yeah.
and I guess it is just double damage if I try to just slam it. I
Yeah.
believe.
It's a wooden door, so just yeah, go ahead and roll damage. I mean, it'd be pretty
Roll
hard
damage?
to miss. Yeah, just roll
Give her a
damage.
Cuckoo.
And so basically,
Oh,
just roll
that's a
crit.
1, so 6 total.
6 total damage.
It's 3 doubled to 6 after rolling a 1. So
Okay,
that's
cool.
nice.
So you slam into this door, and it makes a crap ton of noise and like breaks out like a wooden plank out of this door. Durnin just kind of looks at you and like shakes his head. He's like,
It's supposed to work. 1 second, and I'll stick my face in the door like in The Shining.
"Cool." You stick your face in the door like The Shining, and you look down and you realize that it's being kind of like there's a person's body blocking the door.
Oh.
And you look around and you see that you're looking into. If you look at the map, you guys are looking into, or searching in particular, this little square right here.
Okay.
And it is completely barren. You can hear sounds of battle kind of coming from other sides of the city, but it's pretty quiet here. And it is just covered in both people with Branicore's bodies, kobolds' bodies, in several large craters just kind of litter the ground. You can also see that like this whole row of buildings right here is completely just in flame, like just flames are just coming up from them and smoke's billowing out of it.
Holy.
Gnats and flies fill the air, and you immediately just get a bunch of these just hit your face and like start like itching your eye and stuff. And the smell of death is almost unbearable. It just smells absolutely terrible. You can see that like rats and other rodents are starting to already just kind of consume flesh and bodies that are laying across the ground here.
Well, as his head is in the hole, I'm just gonna try to smash it down with my shoulder.
Okay.
Like, he's just gonna be observing, and all of a sudden, he's just gonna break.
Yeah, go ahead and give me like an athletics check or a strength check.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. First one of the season. 25.
Cool. So Dern is sitting there just shaking
Do I
his
need
head.
to make a dex save?
Make a dex save, yeah.
Damn,
Is it
I
my
shouldn't have said
discretion?
anything.
Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna do something to you, but yeah, go ahead. And, yeah,
11.
cool. So you're about to start pulling your head back out, and like as you do, you like lean on the door for leverage.
Mhm.
Gangu smashes into it and like goes flying past you to the side. Like, well, Gangu's 5 feet wide.
Yeah,
So no,
yeah.
Gangu just plows through you
I
and
think
the
I'm
door.
going through the door with.
Yeah, you go flying
I
through
just
the
hold
door.
you as I
And like when you fall, if you've ever seen 1917, your hand just lands inside somebody's just like open like stomach.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's nice.
It just
It's
makes
nice.
this squishy sound.
Alright, so like grunt and just just raise my hand up and kind of. It's like, well, if you didn't see before, it's a bloodbath out here.
Turning.
With that big crash, I just want to be making a perception check, making sure nothing's coming at us.
Yeah. You can see that this area as you come out is completely barren. But you do look up and you can see every so often like a squadron or a flight of like flying winged kobolds like go over to different directions. But as of right now, it doesn't seem like anything's taken notice of you guys.
Can you do me a favor and ping on the map where we're going?
Yes. So
We've been there once before, but I thought it
you
was
guys are
labeled.
here. You guys are headed here.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You guys are headed this direction, but it was blocked off, so he's taking you a different.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Okay.
Cool. Cool. And this is also through like this like haze that's kind of in the sky. So even looking down, it's hard for them to see you guys. And there's a lot of chaos going on, so it would take quite a bit of noise to take notice of you guys.
Okay.
Durnan kind of steps out after Gangu and Sersha and Ojutai kind of walk through the door. And he just looks severely disappointed. The rest of the Hammer Squad start making their way out. I'm guessing Rango.
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
also coming out.
I'm also heading out. Yep.
You take one last check for some rubies and just still can't find any.
It goes without saying I give Serge my cloak.
Shake my head. On the way
Yeah.
out.
Cool. You wipe off like the rotten intestines and soot that is just covering you now.
And as I'm wiping it, I'll just like look up again. That was a hell of a hit.
Eh,
I know he ain't impressed. I'll just glance over at Durin.
We got to keep moving. We got to get off the streets now. And he
seems
sprints
like
over.
Warden only blesses one of us.
He sprints over towards a wizard's wares here, which is this 2-floor building. He kind of stacks up next to the door, with you guys kind of in tow. He stops and looks back at you guys. All right, I have a plan. I have 3 options for you. Option one. We smash through here. We got the other side and take the street all the way up to the waterworks. 2, we smash inside. I know for a fact I studied the city plans. We can get on the roof. We can take the roofs all the way down to the water treatment plant. Now, the only danger with that is we'll be pretty exposed from above, but we won't have to worry about street-to-street fighting. Number 3, we split up. One group goes along the street, the other one goes along the roof, covering each other as we go.
How many of those like flying squadrons have we seen?
So
Or occasional.
yeah, so it's like every couple minutes. It's like usually like 3 or 4, like in a group, kind of go towards the port, and then you can see them coming back. When they're going, it looks like they have stones or large rocks in their hands, and when they're going back, they don't have anything.
They
Right. So what
come
would be?
across the roofs are be a little less to deal with.
Yeah. Just fear for all up there in a group together. Just a bigger target. Maybe splitting up is a better spot.
Out of character, the roofs aren't on fire on all of the buildings, right?
No. And so there seems to be like quite big fires coming from over this direction. These roofs and like buildings are kind of smoldering and like there's small fires going through, but it doesn't look like anything that like would be, impassable.
Is any of Hammer Squad like? There's one guy that was using a longbow, but it was just
Yeah.
that one guy using a longbow, right?
Yeah, the other ones seem to be kind of more hand-to-hand melee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think anyone that's like using projectiles and stuff might be better suited to go on the roofs.
Yeah.
Like, I can stay down with Gengu and a couple of the
What,
Hammer Squad.
what was the guy with the bow's name?
Simmons,
Simmons.
half elf.
Okay.
Yeah, all looking at what was the other guy's name? Bastion.
Yeah, the big the armored guy. Yep.
Yeah, looking at him, it's not sure he's gonna be able to go across the roofs too well. I want to split up.
All right. Do you want to do it, Hammer Squad and your group go separate, or you want to kind of mix and match?
Take a
Uh,
mix.
Probably to our benefit. Have us ranged folk up on the roofs. Y'all in the melee down on the ground.
All right.
Aye, and then I'm gonna like look over to Simmons as I say that.
Mm. Simmons just kind of gives you a nod. Yes, I think this is probably the best. All right.
I'll go with the ranged guys on the roofs. If something happens, I can get down to ground level a little easier.
Yep.
Give
Okay.
them some close support.
Yep.
All right. In that case, it'll be me, Bastion. I'll leave Artis like you got with you all. He's a bit dexterous himself to go on the roof. Who will be going on the ground with me and Bastion? I'm assuming the big one, as he looks at Gengu and Harpy.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll nod and speak up as well.
All right. Cormit just kind of looks around.
I suppose probably going on the roof for me. Although I am a little drunk, and it might not be most 30 feet for me.
Corbin goes a little Irish when he's drunk.
It's yeah.
On account of the whiskey.
Yeah, that's funny.
Alright, Gormit, yeah. I suppose you'll be on the roofs with us.
Oh, all right.
Just watch your footing.
Mhm.
And he cocks his gun.
Every time I do that, it wastes a bullet. Like a little trail to follow us.
Breadcrumbs.
Cool. So as of right now, it is. Rango, are you on the roof?
Yes.
Okay.
Or I will
Ringo-
be going to the roof.
Rango, Cormit, Ojitai, Simmons on the roof, and everybody else on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Artis is also on the roof. So 5 on the roof, and then I think it's 5 or 6 on the ground.
Yep.
Cool.
Even split.
All right.
And we're all going through Wizard Wares, right?
Correct. All right. Durnan just kind of nods his head. All right, let's go.
What kind of damage does it look like all of the corpses as we pass through this?
Some
Area.
look very charred. There's others with like spears sticking out of them and like bolts. You see that a lot of the kobolds seem to be more of the like conventional weapons, while a lot of the other like the normal people of Port Branicore, there is like arrows and spears like wounds, but you see a lot of charred corpses there as well.
Okay.
More so on their side.
No like magical residue of any sort on any of these corpses as far as how they
you do
may have
see-
died.
You do see like a couple like kind of like what appears that magic would have been used on a couple of them, both kobolds and people alike.
Okay.
Alright. Durnan just kind of nods at you guys. All right, let's move. He kicks in the door to Wizard's Wear, and you guys move in behind. As you guys move in, your eyes kind of adjust to the dark room that's in here. Immediately, you're greeted by just this shop was once just a place to get wizarding items and magical items. It is now just looks like it's been kind of looted and picked clean. Broken shelves kind of scattered. There's still items scattered about, but it's just a big mess. You see that there is a bunch of kobold bodies kind of like piled up with what looks to be a dwarf and a like human leaned up against a wall on the far side with all these corpses in front of them.
Question: was this the place with that that one weapon that needed the
The giant hammer.
giant things that was
Uh,
like up on the wall?
I believe that this was said place.
I assume I'll immediately look up for where it was, but I assume it's gone.
You don't see it.
Yeah, probably been one of the first things that was taken.
Cool. Durnan begins kind of moving quickly. All right. If you're gonna check for stuff, it might not be a bad idea. Could help us. But be brief and quick. I'm gonna scout ahead a bit and check some things out. You see, he kind of starts peeking out the door. There's like a back door on the back side, close to where the bodies are. He kind of moves past them without taking notice of them, and begins kind of peeking out the door, just kind of looking on things. Simmons immediately kind of sees the stairs and makes his way towards those. Artis takes a second and he begins kind of picking through the rubble and stuff, looking for it. You can see Bastion is just picking up random items and just kind of like looking at them and like holding them to himself in different places.
I'm gonna approach the bodies, or the dwarf and the elf, and was it a dwarf and an elf?
Human.
Dwarf and human, and then gonna look back to the guys and be like, because earlier you guys went in here, but I was at the ruby shop, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll approach the bodies, and then I'll be like, "Oi, lads, either of these the owner?"
Who does anybody go over there with him to check any of these bodies out? When he says
Other
that,
bodies at this point.
Yeah, I'll take a look over there.
cool. Yeah, Ojitai, this does look like the shopkeep. The human does. The dwarf you don't recognize. The dwarf is covered in what looks like dwarven plate, and he has this warhammer that is also very like golden sheen to it.
I'll look at Rango. Yeah, this is a guy that been here before. Kind of a dick, to be fair.
I immediately want to like start looking to see if he has any keys on him.
Cool. So you start going through the shopkeeper. You notice that you do see that he has kind of tucked away, like in his like pant loop. There is like a set of keys that he has like on a string. It looks like there's only 2 keys on there. You're able to take those, and just kind of on his person, he's just wearing normal commoner's clothes. But you do see in one hand that lays kind of open, there is a wand kind of laying.
Can I Arcana check the wand to see if I know what does it look like?
So this wand looks like a pretty normal wooden wand. Like it doesn't look too special.
Okay. I will cast guidance as I do this.
Okay.
And Chuchi's gonna help.
Go for it.
Damn, I really needed all of that. Oh my god, kill me. I got a 10.
10. So you're checking this out. Do you like pick it up to like look at it and stuff?
Yeah.
Cool. As you pick it up, immediately like these like random colorful balls kind of shoot out of it near the top, and then they kind of start showing at the bottom where it's like you would grip the wand. And now a really ordinary looking wand looks very crazy and colorful. That is all you've managed to gather from that.
Okay. Well, I'll grab it and kind of look at it.
Looks very one of a kind.
and I'll turn back to the guys and be like, any idea what the fuck this are the lights like moving or anything?
It's not lights; they're literally like colorful balls.
Oh, are they moving?
No,
Okay.
they just kind of sprung out.
Well, I'll turn back and be like, "Lads, any idea what this could be?"
Not, yeah, I'll kind of walk over and, at first glance, I mean, I could take some time and figure it out, but I don't think we have 10 minutes to spare in here.
Yeah. All
Is
right.
it Arcana check worthy?
Yeah, you can do an Arcana check if you want to.
Okay. Yeah, I'm peeping it. I'm getting a glance at it.
Alright, I'm gonna disengage from that and start to look at the dwarf.
Cool.
22.
We'll get to your dwarf looking in a minute.
Mhm,
You get a 22. Gangu, you've in a random like adventuring book from your days as a young little, young little Gangu. You recall an image of this, and you remember it is the Wand of Wonder, and it requires attunement by a spellcaster.
It requires attunement by a spellcaster.
It's really powerful and really random.
It is quite powerful. Be careful.
Holy shit.
All
look at
right. What's it do?
Beats me.
Magic.
this thing. Holy shit. Talk about an RNG stick. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah. I'm gonna also just make a quick look around, see if I see anything that might be useful.
Cool. Yeah. So we'll get to that in a second. You start looking over the dwarf, and immediately the beard looks very familiar to you. That's sticking out of this helm that he's got on. It's kind of covering the rest of his face, but you feel like you've seen this beard before.
From someone in this town?
Possibly somebody in your past.
Could I do an intelligence check? Or history?
Cool. You can do a history check.
I'm going to guide myself. I feel like this is important. Okay. 18.
Cool. You look at the beard for a minute, and suddenly it all clicks together. You remember seeing this beard at what at the time seemed like a very frail old dwarf, the high priest of the temple here,
Okay, yeah.
Tuckdrill Greatheart.
No.
Uh,
Yeah, that's right, because I did what I did, ask. I tried to ask Moradin in a prayer at the temple
Mhm.
on his well-being and got a negative result, if I remember.
Yeah.
Damn.
So you kind of take a look at him. You take a notice of this hammer in it. It looks super familiar as well, but this is from folklore. You can do a history check with advantage on this if you would like.
Oh. Can I guide myself again?
Sure.
Cantrip. Okay. Oh no! A natural 1 and a 6? Oh no. 11. Sad.
So you remember what this is? It's a very popular tale among dwarven children, thought to be myth, but you don't know exactly what powers it holds.
Okay.
But you look at this, and you are very, very sure that this is none other than Moradin's own hammer, forged by
What?
Moradin himself. They called it Moradin's anvil.
What the fuck?
And he had it here? Oh no. I will try to stifle my reaction. And I will grip my, I'll set down the lockpick and my shield, and I'll
Yeah.
grip my amulet and hold my hand over the hammer, and send a small, inquisitive prayer and see if I get any response back.
Okay. What exactly do you say? And this is addressed to Morden?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like I just be like, Morden, Tuctro here was a great leader of our people. And if I'm not mistaken, you have seen fit to allow him to yield your own weapon? Is this true?
And do a religion check. With advantage.
Guidance. Oh my boys! There's a 1 and a 2. What is going on? This sucks. Not a 9.
You don't get any direct response from Morden.
Yeah.
But just at that moment, part of the ceiling above you kind of like collapses in just barely, and some light shines straight down on the hammer.
I will begin to cackle just as I did
Yeah.
out loud, and just be like, oh, and I will. Is Tuctrill's eyes closed?
No.
Okay. I'll bring the laugh down and kind of place my head on the top of his helmet and just say, thank you, friend, for allowing me to see the way that I truly need to walk in this world and be confident in doing so. I will never forget it. And I'll just kind of shut his eyes. And how's his grip on the hammer? Is it pretty tight?
So yeah, it's pretty solid. It's pretty
Oh,
solid
no,
on the hammer.
oh no. I will pry the fingers back.
Cool. They crack as you say this nice thing, and he just everybody just hears this like is like he's cracking the fingers back.
You know, I'm a good person. Okay, no, I'm just kidding.
As you start grabbing this hammer and picking up, what's your strength
The modifier or total?
total?
14.
14. This hammer feels very, 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 very heavy in your hands.
Yeah. Okay. I'm unable to lift it. Or...
You're able to lift it, but the efficacy of it in battle, you're not sure.
Okay. I don't have anything to really alleviate that. Yeah. I'll. Who's got the bag of holding? Gang or Ringo?
Yeah. You see Ringo also kind of crack this dude's fingers open earlier to grab the wand, but he was less,
Thoughtful.
careful about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how I called him a dick.
Does his dwarven plate look anything?
It looks like a very solid suit of dwarven plate.
Okay, but appears to just be plate armor.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he wearing his amulet?
He is.
Alright, I will take it off him like a dog tag and keep that on my person.
Mm-hmm. You hear the Gears of War like da-da.
But if I remember correctly, I mean, he gave me his. So do I reckon? And I gave mine to Gangu.
Mm-hmm.
So is the one that he's wearing looking like similar to the one I have, or
It's even more gaudy.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks very like kind of like at one point it was a very new amulet. Maybe even forged recently.
Okay. All right. Yep. And I will keep that on my person, but then I'll turn to Rango and. Hey, Rango, you mind putting this in your bag?
Oh, that's
This,
shiny.
Yeah, we need to have a conversation about this after all this is over.
I
Um,
start to open up the bag of holding.
um, don't steal it, please.
Oh, of course not, Search. I wouldn't do that to you.
I know. I'm just a little I'm a little flustered because this hammer may be something of mythic proportions, so we need to try to keep this very safe. This I don't think you all met this the dwarf here, this great warrior. He was the high priest at Moradin's temple here in town. Tuctril, he's the one that gave me this amulet when Gengo and I visited the temple. He's very dear to us. But it looks like he was an even bigger player in our faith than I imagined. So we need to try to keep this safe.
Aye. Yeah, throw it in here with the Mildred's Ale and the 5,000 ball bearings then.
Alright, I'll throw it in there.
Cool. Ojitai, you were searching around. Go ahead. You can do an investigation.
I already rolled it, and it was an 11.
In 11. So you start looking around. The first and main thing that seems to stick out to you is one of these kobolds seems to be a little bit more well armored than the rest, and he lays kind of at the foot of both these bodies here. And a lot of them have shields, but you take a closer look at his, and his looks a lot shinier and nicer and more well made. And it's got a looks very silver in likeness, and it has a dragon kind of printed on the front of it, or sorry, like forged on the front of it.
Can I make Arcana check or something? Try to figure out if it's anything special.
Yeah, go for it.
17.
17.
Mhm.
So you look at it, and it does strike you as quite special. You believe that this shield is magical. And wearing it would, or sorry, wielding it would, it has +2 defensive abilities to it. But as you kind of look at it and start messing around with it, you hear these faint whispers, and they're super duper faint. Danger is near. Danger is close.
That's a little unsettling. But hold on to this for a minute. I'll just kind of sling it on my back.
Okay. You have the shield on your back. Gengar, are you doing any investigating?
No, I'm confused why everyone's looking at all this. We gotta go.
Cool. Everybody kind of stops looking at the stuff they want to look at. Darnan kind of peeks back in. All right. Well, there's a few kobolds on the street ahead. We'll probably have to fight them off. But I'd rather not spend too long. So, I think the best course of action is to try to rout them as quickly as possible. Or at the very least, just run past them and try to, fight and run at the same time.
Enough.
We'll need you lot on the roofs to cover us as we move. Alright?
You attack on your move, or you attack on ours?
Alright, well, why don't you get up to the roof, and once you're up there, you can turn around and let us know. Just kind of like, hey, we're good. Whisper down, shout down. Give us a signal of some kind.
Aye.
I'll be looking for it.
Aye.
Very good. So Bastion, Saoirse, Dernan, and Gangu and Harpy kind of all stack up next to this door. The rest of you start making your way upstairs. As you guys get to this upstairs area, you realize that this is kind of the living quarters of the shopkeep here. Um, it looks pretty barren. There's like a small kitchen and food prep area. That's kind of the roof is kind of caved in on it specifically, so you have to kind of carefully step around that. And then you get next, like in his like actual living quarters. There is a bed, a dresser that has kind of been broken, and part of the roof has fallen on that. And just in front of that, you can see there's a little ladder passage going up to the roof.
Passing.
Also, next, passing where that broken dresser is. There's also a like nightstand next to the bed as well.
Passing through here, I'd be looking for anything that the keys might go to. That isn't a door.
Yeah. So you kind of like your first thought just on passing is like maybe the nightstand has something. Other than that, you don't notice anything or think that anything keys might work with.
Nightstand.
Cool. Go ahead. You open it. It's not locked. You look inside, and there's like a book in there, but it's like a fiction book. It doesn't look like anything special. Just kind of laying inside.
Huh.
You can do like investigation check, or you can just move on, or whatever you want to do.
We'll give it the investigation, I guess. Since we're here. 14.
You pick up the book, and underneath the book, not very hidden at all, there is like a secret compartment in the drawer itself, and it's got a lock on it.
Try the keys.
One of the keys manages to open it. You open it up, and there is a single ring laying in the secret compartment.
I want to I'll mage hand it and then Arcana check it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use guidance and Chuchi. 24.
24. You, based on the design of a man literally running across what seems like endless ocean, you realize this is a ring of water walking.
Okay. Sick. Do I know if it requires attunement?
It does not require attunement.
I put her on.
Very good.
And do any of the other folks that are going upstairs move towards the ladder at all while I'm looking
Simmons
about?
Simmons is already like halfway up the ladder. As you do that, Cormatt's just kind of looking around the room, looking at everything. Artis is kind of doing the same thing. He's looking over towards the broken dresser, but eventually he just kind of looks away in sighs and then hops on the ladder and begins climbing.
Follow suit.
All right, cool. Everybody in that upstairs area is going up. I think it's just Ojutai. All right, cool. Everybody gets on the roof. Simmons just kind of looks around at everybody. All right, everyone's set. Okay. He takes out one of his arrows in his quiver, and he drops it down in front of the door, where Durnan and the ones on the ground are. As it smacks the ground, Durnan turns back and says, "All right, that's our cue." He plows through the door, Bastion moving quickly behind him, and runs out into the street, immediately engaged by some kobolds. And we'll go ahead and have everyone roll some initiative.
Jeez. That's fine. My high rolls are coming, I think, so. I guess the 5 gear is pretty pog.
15 for Rango.
15 for Rango. Ojitai.
15 as well.
15 for Ojitai. Sersha.
19.
19 for Sersha. Gengu.
12.
12 for Gengu. All right. So immediately as Durnan comes running out, an arrow is fired at him from one of the kobolds. Arrow comes flying towards him and goes straight past them. Then you guys see another one of the kobolds that's kind of wearing this like cloak, and it's kind of shrouding his face a little bit. Turns towards Durnan, who's running directly at them, and he holds out his hand, and you see this bolt of chromatic energy. It's this acidic energy comes flying out of his hand, but once again, right past Durnan. Another arrow comes flying out from another kobold. Once again, misses. Sersha, you're next in line behind Durnan as you run.
Mm-hmm.
You see, he just goes sprinting past these first three without batting an eyelid.
Time. Alright, I will, Alright, I'll cast, Bless at first level
Okay.
and target, Gangu, Harpy, and, Durin.
Okay.
And then I'll take a slight step back and kind of like open the lane up for Gengu and Harpy and Bastion.
All right, cool. As you do this, Durnan still is making his like running towards everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Another kobold fires an arrow towards him. And rolls a nat 1. You see this kobold like goes to fire an arrow and looses it. But as he does, one of the kobolds that was surprised stands up in front of him. And he looses his arrow into the back of this other kobold's head.
An organized force.
How convenient.
And he rolls max damage and kills this other kobold instantly.
It's hysterical.
Jesus
You're doing great.
Get fucked, mate.
Finally, you see kind of further down, this bigger looking kobold. He looks a little bit more beefy. Stands up and aims his crossbow towards Durnan. Looses a bolt, and it goes smacking and breaks apart on the concrete just before it hits Durnan. Another one of those. Sorry, another kobold kind of begins running straight up towards Durnan. You can see this one looks even more beefy and is wearing a breastplate and has a shield and is carrying a rapier. Doesn't quite reach him yet, but is running towards him. Ojitai, that brings us to you. You're on the roof. You can see that this big wave of kobolds down the road is begin running towards the group, and Durnan seems to be out in the lead of everybody, kind of running towards them. He's already passed 3 kobolds.
The one with the cloak that fired the magical attack, about how far is that one from me?
He is about just below you where you're standing. So about 15 feet down and about 20 feet out from you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna run across the rooftop and just drop straight down on top of him.
Okay.
Make an attack. Had a great start. That's a 13.
Sorry, 13 does not hit.
All right, attack number 2.
So you come flying down at the last second. He just ducks out of the way.
All right, that's a natural 1.
Cool. Go ahead and give me like a dex save.
$26.
Cool. You almost
Goes fine.
You almost slip on the brains of the kobold that got brained by the arrow, but you managed to hold steady and firm.
All right. as I'm catching myself, I'll make one unarmed strike on this guy. Try to redeem myself slightly. 16?
16 does hit.
Cool. Well, we're gonna make this a goading attack just to make it a little bit better. So he needs to make a wisdom save.
He gets a 16.
And 16 is the save.
Cool.
So
I go by player's favor though, so he fails.
fails. So he takes
11
a
damage.
total of 17.
17
I add a
damage.
Holy
D8 to
fuck.
it.
On an unarmed
and-
strike?
Yep. And he has disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than me
Cool.
on my next turn.
So you like smack into him, and like you can hear his big long nose break, and he goes to cover his face, and you just hear him and Dracona just go, "Oh, you bitch!" That brings, if that ends your turn, we'll move to Rango.
So is there anyone out ahead of Durin?
It is not like kobolds. Yes, there's a bunch of kobolds down the road, but as far as people go, no. Like your all's group, no.
Have any of the kobolds out ahead of him noticed him?
Yeah, they're taking notice of all of you guys right now.
Okay. I want to kind of like be trying to move across the roof at the same pace as Durin.
Yep.
And then,
He basically took a full dash action and just sprinted.
okay, then I'm not gonna do the full dash. I'll do just 30 feet of movement in that direction, like down the road.
Yep.
Is there anything ahead of me on the roofs going that way?
Right now, you don't see anything like objects or anything on the roofs. A couple roofs down, that does seem that there is like a fire that's caved in part of it.
Okay.
But that's about 90 feet away.
Yeah. Anything in the sky?
Right now, you look up and you don't see anything. No.
Okay. Then I'll start moving that way, the 30 feet, and then out ahead of Durin, does it look like any of them are like what do they look like? The group of kobolds?
So you see, there's a couple ones that look pretty well armored. They're wearing like kind of studded armor. There's a couple that have like leather armor. A couple have robes on, and then you see one that is, he just looks like super beefy, and he's wearing breastplate and a shield. He looks way taller. He's basically looks like the size of a dragonborn, but as a kobold.
Okay. Then as I'm running that way, I'm gonna fire Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay. And remind me, what's the range of Eldritch Blast?
240 feet.
You hit this guy.
I don't have to roll to hit.
No, I mean, like,
Sick.
you have the ability to hit this guy.
Okay.
He is within range of your
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. 27 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
For 9 magical force, and then I'll send the second blast at him.
Mhm.
29 to hit for 15 magical force. Then the third blast is a 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
Then I'll do a little shimmer of the wrist and keep going. 23 to hit
23 hits.
for 10 magical force.
Okay. He's bloodied.
23 to hit for 6 magical force. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. Fuck. Oh, wait, no. That was... Okay, and then for the final blast, I want to use my free action to look back towards the guys, and there's, like, kind How many kobolds are there ahead of like Gingu and Ojitai? Or I'm sorry, Gingu and Sersh and the rest.
Right now, just the 3 that Durnan's passed. The rest of them are kind of up further ahead.
Okay, for my free action, I want to look back towards them and say, Gingu, hammer up. And then I'm going to send the last blast at him.
At Gengu?
At Gingu.
Oh,
You already know.
you gotta roll to hit him.
Oh, it's going to be pretty bad, actually.
You crit him.
I crit him.
Oh God.
Roll damage.
How
There is a
unfortunate.
flaw in this plan.
How
Roll critical
unfortunate.
damage.
Okay, it's 13. So
You take 13 damage.
you're taking 13 damage and you're going to put out like fucking 35 or some shit. So,
In one swing.
yeah.
I'm overloaded.
Cool. That one that you kept blasting looks extremely messed up. More arrows begin getting launched. You see now that way off in the distance, one of the kobolds took notice of these several Eldritch blasts just blasting into his leader. So he's going to rear back, and this one's probably about 180 feet away. He's going to rear back his arrow, his bow, and loose an arrow up towards you, Rango. And he gets a 23.
That'll do it.
Or, sorry, 24.
That'll do it.
You take 4 piercing damage. This arrow kind of barely embeds itself in you and basically just falls back out. It wasn't that powerful of a strength. Cool. Another kobold, one standing just next to that one, about 200 feet away still, has a crossbow. He's got on this like studded leather armor. He aims his crossbow up towards you, and he fires a bolt at you. 20.
Yes.
You take 10 piercing damage. Gangu, that brings us to you.
Alrighty. I'm gonna start off by raging as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to rage.
I would like to rage. And then I'm just gonna go towards the one that's closest to me and start swinging.
All right.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes. 21 does hit.
Batter this fool.
What's it look like when the ray empowers the hammer?
It just starts light, just shooting out everywhere. It's like a rave.
Oh yeah. I got 38.
38 damage. So
38
there's
damage.
the three kobolds that Durnan ran past. You literally take your hammer and you just kind of like you smack one and it gets caught on the hammer. It smacks into the other one, gets caught on the hammer, and then the third one gets caught on the hammer. And you finish your swing, and you literally launch these kobolds way back off in the distance behind you into the burning buildings, and they burn alive
Hell
back
yeah.
there. You just
My barbarian.
instant kill
Hell
all
yeah.
3 of these,
Hell yeah.
including the
What's
one
the-
that Ojitai was like pounding on.
What's the ruling on the raise hitting me? Is it just for one attack? It doesn't specify.
I believe it is for your entire turn, I think is what I decided.
Okay. Is anyone else within range?
No. You'll have to get further up to strike anybody else.
Yeah, I'm gonna chill with the group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm vibing. Let me see if I got any bonus action stuff.
Cool. And if you want to hold your movement to move when the rest of the group moves, you can do that. And
Yeah,
so
that's
you'll
what I'm
just
gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah. I assume it's all like one fluid thing, so whenever the group moves, I'll move.
Yeah, except for Durnan. Durnan just bullheaded, just
Right.
straight in.
Well, I'm I guess like if I'm playing Civ 5, I'm sitting there, readied.
Yeah. Yeah. And then one of the leaders is like, wigwam, wigwam. And just sit there.
Alright, I'm done.
Very good. So Simmons sees Rango get blasted twice by a bolt and an arrow. He takes out his crossbow and aims it off towards the bigger guy and fires off a crossbow bolt towards him. And he rolls a natural 1, and he goes to fire, and his crossbow just like breaks in his hands. The string's all messed up. He just kind of looks very upset, throws it on his back, looks down at everybody, looks back at you guys, and just shakes his head and begins running down the rooftops. He runs about 30 feet down the rooftops. After that, Bastion's gonna come out. After Gengu does all his, crazy shit, he's gonna run straight towards Durnan in a full dash. So he's gonna run and basically catch up with Durnan. Gengu, you move with him, but you're about 30 feet behind Durnan and Bastion. Let's see. Artis looks down at his dagger, and you can see that he kind of begins focusing on his dagger, and you see a dimension door open up in front of him. He walks through it, and you can see that the dimension door opens about 200 feet and across on the other roofs on the other side of the street, and he pops out, and he's over there on the other side now, about 200 feet away. Brings us to Harpy. Harpy is going to follow Gengu and run about 30 feet. He's not going to do a dash action. He's going to hold action in case anything happens. That brings us to Cormit. Cormit is going to fire a precise shot down towards the kobold that attacked Rango. And he gets a 14. Which I believe does not hit. He's going to do it again. And he gets 2, which is a 9, and misses again. That ends Cormit's turn, and I believe that'll bring us to the rest of these kobolds. They basically do full dash actions trying to get towards Durnan. One of the kobolds that doesn't look all kind of beefed up gets up towards him with a short sword and goes to strike at him with it. And does hit him. And that is going to be 4 piercing damage to Durnan. The rest of them still have a bit of a ways to go to get down towards you guys. So we get back up towards Durnan. Durnan kind of is running. The sword smacks him, kind of gives him a cut on his arm. He keeps running, but instead of doing a dash action, he's going to turn as he runs and use his Grimvault to strike back at the kobold that hit him. That is going to be a hit. And chops this kobold's head off as he's running and keeps running down towards the other kobolds. The 3 kobolds that were up close are gone and dead. So we'll go ahead and go towards Saoirse.
All right. I think I have some catching up to do, so I will move my 25 and then dash 25 for more.
Cool. So quicker than you've ever run before, you run past just beyond Gengu and Harpy.
And then did not realize this until now, but I will, as a bonus action, pull up a spiritual weapon. because I thought it was concentration, but apparently it's not. And is from my position, is there anyone within 60 feet of me that I can take a strike at?
Yeah, there's a couple that are about 60 feet away.
Okay. One
Within
of
range.
the, I guess, gruntier kobolds, if there is one. I won't go for a cloak guy or anything.
There's none that close enough that look like they would like the bigger guys. There's a couple of the weaker looking ones that are
Mhm.
close by.
Okay, yeah, I'll send. It'll. I think since it's fresh on the mind, it will be a sort of rough rendition of Moradin's anvil.
Okay.
and I'll fly it at one of the weaker ones to make a strike.
Yeah, go for it.
It'd be a 20 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
Ooh, max damage be nice. That'd be 14 to the boy.
14. So you completely just brain this one dead, instant dead.
after you know, his he goes flying over. I'm just gonna like mutter to myself, God, I really need to work out. Really want to use that hammer.
Cool. So after Sersha, one of the buildings not too far away from you guys, about 20 feet from Durnan, the door kind of slams open and a kobold comes running out. He looks a little bit, not like the beefiest, but pretty strong. He is going to make. He's gonna pull out this little vial and light it on fire and throw it at Durnan. And completely whiffs. This firebomb that he threw out kind of smacks the pavement below Durnan, just beyond him, and sprays across, kind of like a Molotov cocktail, and catches the ground on fire just beyond Durnan. After that, we move on to the big dude. He is looking very wounded now. He was running towards Durnan. He kind of like stops and begins waving on everybody around him to keep moving. But then he just kind of like starts kind of withering back a little bit away from the crowd and uses the rest of his movement to kind of scamper away. So he's about 200 feet away now. Ojitai?
My movement is 45 feet. Is there any of them that are within that range of me?
Yeah, there's a couple.
All right, I'll run up and I'll start swinging.
Cool. Once again, it's a couple of the not beefier kind, but there is a slight group of two that are next to you.
Okay, first
17
is
hits.
17. Do this. Fire damage. So that's going to be total of 14 damage for the first hit.
14 insta kill that one.
Gonna swing for the second guy. Will definitely hit. 25. For 14 total damage.
Insta kill that one.
All right. You said, are there only two that were up on me?
That were within 25 feet of you. Yeah.
Then I'll just run up, try to catch up as much to the group as I can.
Cool. What's your movement? Is it 35, 40?
45 total.
45?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You're able to basically run just beyond. You're kind of like up with Sersha now, a little bit beyond Sersha. That brings us to Rango. You're up on the roof. Pretty much every kobold is within range of you at this point. Even the guy retreating is still barely in range. You said, what is it, 220 feet?
240.
240. So he's still barely in range, but
I'm going to continue to try keeping up with Duran.
Yep. Cool. So you are about 30 feet behind him. because he used the dash action the first time, but regular movement this time.
Okay. And I've not reached the fire on the roofs yet.
No, not yet.
Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna, be going that way. And I'm gonna start blasting at the big guy again.
Cool.
Oh, and it's a crit.
That'll hit.
Critical.
That'll do.
For 13 magical force.
You blast into this guy, and he goes down to his knees. But off in the distance, you're like, he's still got breath in his lungs.
Okay. Then we blast again. $20 to hit.
That hits.
For 15 magical force.
15. You finish off this big boy. This last Eldritch Blast hits him while he's on the knees. And just blasts him back onto his back, and he is dead. A couple of the little wimpier looking kobolds are going to make some wisdom saves to see if they can, withstand seeing their leader die. You see one that was really close to him just bolts and just takes off, drops his sword, runs. One that was even further away just does the same thing. And then a third weaker one, same thing happens. They all rolled really, really like sub 10. They just all fucking book it.
Seek.
So all the little weaker looking kobolds just take off running.
All right. And then taking notice of the dimensional gate, I'm going to turn my attention to that guy. And blast.
Artis?
I'm about to say, he's on our team.
That was Artis that did that?
Yeah.
I'm not blasting Artis. I got a 26 to hit whatever my next target is, which
All right.
is
There's the kobold attacking Durnan right now.
sure.
Cool.
For 14 magical force.
Okay.
And then are there any other cloaked kobolds?
Yeah. There's two of them. One looks like the other one. The other one has like his cloak on, but instead of like being over his head, it's just kind of around him, and he's got this weird like eyeglass contraption on as well.
Yeah, him. Blast.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Yeah.
9 magic force.
9. That's what the kobold says as you hit him. 9.
9
30 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Nazi kobolds.
8 magical force.
8.
And finally 24 to hit. Fuck. 6 magical force.
Cool. He's instantly bloodied from these attacks.
Alright. And then is there any cover on these roofs?
You could try to lay down prone.
Chimney? Is there a chimney or anything in any of them?
No.
Okay. It would take half of my movement to get back up. Okay. We'll forego it.
All right. Cool. Just before Gangu, one of the not weak kobolds that didn't run takes notice of his leader going down, follows where that attack came from, looks up, fires a bolt up towards Ringo, and that is a 23.
Ja.
11 piercing damage. Alexa's shouting at me. All right. So you saw that the one kobold ran out and started attacking Durnan. You blasted into him. Or no, sorry, you blasted into the cloaked one, didn't you?
Yeah.
The one that came out after Durnan kind of takes out his sword and goes to strike at him. And rolls an 8. And that's his turn. Another kobold further down the street with a crossbow is going to shoot at Durnan, who's running the direction. I believe that one actually hits. Let me triple check. It does indeed hit. That is 3 piercing damage to Durnan. All right. Cool. The kobold, not the science crazy looking dude, the other cloaked one, is going to hold out his hand, and a chromatic bolt comes flying out of his hand towards Durnan. That's going to hit, and you see that this like lightning kind of shoots out of his hand, sort of like Lord Sidious, and strikes Durnan, dealing him 10 damage. Finally, the science-looking kobold opens up his like robe, and you can see way down there the shimmer of glass, and you can see he pulls out a potion bottle, and he begins drinking it. He looks back up towards you, Rango, and he vanishes from sight.
Hate that.
Gangu,
Yep.
it is you, sir.
Is anyone within 40 feet of me?
Yeah, there is a couple kobolds. Sorry, one kobold within
All right.
feet of you.
I'm gonna run straight up to him and smack him.
Do it.
Big smacks.
Big smacks. 20 to hit. Dirty.
Oh
20.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be 24 damage.
24 damage. Cool. Insta bloodied, still alive.
All right.
You smack into
him
it with the
again.
hammer. You break some bones in his midsection. Sternum broken.
Definitely hit. Oops. Oh, pitiful. 20.
You kill him
All right.
with your
Not even
pitiful
phased.
swing.
Moving on.
Break his back.
Is there anyone else within range?
No, but you can
Alright.
get
I'm catching
pretty
up to the
close to
group.
Durnan. Yeah. So you run up. You're about 10 feet behind Durnan at this point.
All right.
Darden's
Yep,
taking
that's
what,
it.
roughly 35-ish damage? Is that right? Maybe a little less.
Durnan has taken probably less than that. I won't give you the exact number, but less than that. All right. After Gangu, we're gonna move on to the rest of the Hammer Squad. Bastion is going to run up just behind Ganku. He's about 10 feet behind you. Simmons is his crossbow is broken. So he's going to take a full dash action and basically run beyond Rango, basically out of sight. You see he approaches the kind of roof that has like the fire coming out of the middle of it. He is going to do a dex save to see how he does getting around that. Easily gets behind it, doesn't slip or fall. He kind of walks on the edge of the roof, but gets beyond that. And so he uses full dash action. So Rango, he's about 30 feet beyond you. Artis, who did the dimension door way down the way, is basically behind all the kobolds now. You see that he pulls out a crossbow and fires a bolt at one of the kobolds. And misses. The bolt goes flying past the kobolds and doesn't hit anybody. All this cool shit for no reason. Cool. Harpy is going to use... he's going to do a dash action and sprint up just beside... basically, so you're like 10 feet away from Durnan. Gangu, and he basically sprints, so he's like 5 feet in front of you, 5 feet behind Durnan. And finally, we're gonna have Cormit, who's still over by the ladder hatch, gonna take out his gun and fire a couple precision strikes at a couple of the kobolds here. He's gonna attack the science-looking guy. Takes a shot.
Pew pew.
And I believe that is going to... Oh, the science-looking guy is invisible. He's gonna shoot at the other cloak dude. That's gonna hit. And he does... 9 plus 4. That's 13. He's going to attack again. That's going to hit. There's less damage. The cloaked kobold's super bloody, but not dead. After that, that brings us all the way back up to the top. All those kobolds are dead. We have Durnan first. Durnan, basically he's finally met this big, large group of kobolds with the rest of his movement, so he runs his full movement, gets right up into this group of kobolds here, and just starts swinging. He attacks one. That's going to hit. And he rolls his damage. 13. He's going to attack again. Crits.
Hog.
Lit. Duran.
Alright, that's 22, but he gets a bunch of extra shit now. If is a creature, Duran rolls a 20 on the d20 for the attack roll, the target takes an extra 14 slashing damage. He rolls another d20 on a roll of 20. He lost off one of the target's limbs. Okay, so he does 22 plus 14, which is 36 damage, and he's going to roll another d20. If it's a nat 20, he cuts off a limb. He gets a 7. So he still does 36 damage to this thing, but no limbs go flying. Cool. That thing's bloody. He basically like stabs into this thing. It falls to the ground. Still alive. He gets a 19. Gonna strike again. Finishes that one off. He's gonna turn, and he's gonna strike at another one. 16. This one actually might not hit. Cool. Last strike does not hit.
Bless.
Oh, yes. And that is a D4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hit. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Nice.
Cool. 8 damage to that one. Alright. That brings us to Saoirse.
Okay. I will first move. I guess I am, what, 40-ish feet from Duran?
Yeah.
Now? Okay. Within, because he's like in the next group, and then the kobold that went invisible was somewhere between where I am and him, right?
Yep.
Okay, and there's one other cloaked guy that's still up between
Yep,
us?
barely.
Okay. Alright, I will move... Could I reach the other cloak? Or no, Genga, you're right next to the other cloak guy, right?
Genga's very close, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe not waste a full hammer strike on him. Can I reach him with 25 feet?
And you're using like a melee?
Yeah.
It'll be just out of reach. It's about 10 feet out of your reach.
Okay, then I will go up like 20 feet.
Mhm.
And then could I use my action to sort of try to block everything out and focus? And is there like... I'm guessing along like the cobblestone, you know, road and stuff, there's
Oh yeah, there's like soot and stuff on the ground. There's
soot, littered items and things.
yeah,
I would like to try to perceive any shifting of things
cool.
after watching him go invisible on
yeah.
the one guy.
I'll have him roll a counter like stealth with
Okay.
advantage.
And then straight perception for me.
Yep.
Okay. Dear Lord, man, that's a 2 for a 13. Did he roll trash?
We're about to find out.
God.
What did you get?
13.
Oh no, sorry, you don't notice
Yeah.
anything.
Brutal. Plus 11, rolls a 2. Brutal. Then I will use my bonus. I guess that would be like an action to try to.
Yeah.
So I'll use my bonus action to swing my anvil, my floating anvil over 20 feet and attack the other cloak guy that's struggling.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, another 2 for a 12 to hit.
I'm sorry, that does not hit.
Yeah. All right, I'm good.
Okay.
God.
After that, we move on to Ojitai.
I'll follow Search's lead a little bit. I'll, because I got 45 feet of movement, so I'll run up to the cloak guy and take a good swing at him.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Oh yeah.
For a total of... That's a good one. That's 20 damage.
Oh yeah, you kill this cloaked kobold. You still had about 10 feet of movement if you want to continue.
Okay, is there any more that are within range?
If you moved the full 10 feet, you could catch up to the one that was going at him with the rapier.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go. Is that the one of the bigger ones?
Yeah. There's pretty much only like bigger ones left. All the small puny boys ran off or died.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go for him next.
Okay.
Gonna be probably a swing and a miss. That's a 15.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's a miss.
Okay, then unarmed strike. 19 to hit.
Yeah, it'll hit.
Oh, he takes a whole 10 damage.
10 damage to that feller.
And I'll be done there.
All right. That brings us to Rango.
All right. We are continuing to try and move to keep up with the group.
Okay.
30 feet. And I want to target whoever is the bloodiest and is also not wielding a melee weapon, if there are any of those available.
It appears the rest that you can see are wielding a melee weapon.
Okay, we'll start with the furthest away.
Okay.
Dude, it's a natural 1.
Oh no.
Remember that dimension door?
Yeah. So you go to blast. I'll say that you're feeling really, really confident. But one of the bolts has hit you in the leg. Go ahead and make a dex save. You just get really confident and you kind of lose your footing as you go to launch this Eldritch Blast.
22.
Oh, you're good. You
Okay.
catch yourself.
All right.
A slight slip, but nothing to gawk at.
Yeah. I did fail to use my Chuchi's help action on that one. I should have just probably done that. But I'll use it on this one. A 28 to hit.
Chichi flies way down there and it's like, yo, what's up, dog? And then he gets out of the way as your Eldritch Blast hits him in the face.
For 8 magical force.
Yeah.
And again. 22 to hit.
Yeah.
For 9 magical force.
Neat.
Still living?
Neat.
Still standing?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then a little shimmer of the wrist. And we're gonna blast some more. That's gonna hit. 29 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
For 6 magical force. And again. 15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Okay. And finally 23 to hit.
Yeah. That'll hit.
For oh nice. 15 magical force.
15. He looks very bloodied now.
Seek. And
Sick.
any chimneys at this point?
No,
Okay.
still no chimneys.
How close am I to the fire?
Your next movement will be at the fire, and you'll
Okay.
have to do some saving.
Okay.
Gangu, we come
Yeah.
to you. There's the one that kind of ran past Sternan after he struck at him with the rapier. There's the invisible one, but you can move up at this point. You can move up to Durnan and fight the ones that are really close to him, if you wish.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do since I can't see the other one.
Okay.
So yeah, going up, swinging.
Okay. So first you approach the one that struck him with the rapier. That's the first
Yeah, that's a
one.
nat 20.
That'll
Oh,
Critical him.
okay.
Big damage. This is funny.
Roll.
Durin's fighting this guy, and then all of a sudden Gingu just
Pop.
rolling up.
This is going to be 33.
33, instantly bloodied, still barely standing.
All right,
my god.
smacking him again. I imagine me doing like a 360. First swing, come back around, hit
Yeah,
him again.
yeah, you're going. You're a Beyblade.
24. Yeah, I'm Beyblading it. Yeah,
Yeah,
like Wukong.
yeah.
All right. All right, that is a 20 damage.
20. So the first time you come around, you clink off his helmet with the hammer. It gives him a severe, 18th degree concussion. He forgets everything. Helmet goes flying off. Second swing comes back around. Home run. The head goes flying off out of the park. He's dead.
Hell yeah. And then I just give the guy next to me a big old grin.
Like the other kobold.
I was thinking like my teammate, but now that you say there's Cobalt by, I kind of want to just look at him like, yeah, I'm coming for you.
Okay, he's gonna make a wisdom save. He gets an 8, and he he's just gonna try to start running on his next movement. He's gonna flee.
Dope.
Uh,
All right, how far away is he actually?
he's about 10 feet away, so you can use
Alright,
your
yeah.
movement to get to him.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then as a bonus action, attack again.
Okay.
16 to hit.
Sorry, that misses. He
Mm.
starts running.
Yeah, no, he is
Like
blessed.
Oh yeah,
Bless.
bless. Yeah, you could.
Mm-hmm.
17.
That's a hit.
Oh shit! Let's go.
Bless the fuck up.
Bless up.
Bless the fuck up. All right, and that's gonna be 27 damage.
Oh my god, he's bloodied.
That's it for me. I'm exhausted.
The barbarian is reaching his final form. Cool. Very good. We're gonna do some secret shit here because he's not there. Okay.
Secret shit.
Yeah. All right. The one that's bloodied is going to try to run away. He's gonna do a full disengage action though and move a full 30 feet past everybody. So he's about. I mean, you're pretty much right there with Durnan at this point, so he's about 30 feet away from you. The one that got Eldritch Blast 18 bajillion times is going to run past the one that is running away. He's going to take a legendary action and look at Durnan, and just you hear him in very clear common tongue go, "Pocket sand!" And he throws pocket sand out in Durnan's face.
Oh my gosh.
And Durnan is going to make a dexterity saving throw.
He has bless on this.
He's going to use bless. And he saves.
Bless coming
Bless the fuck
through.
up.
He throws the pocket sand out, and Durnan just closes his eyes, and then he opens and stares right back at that kobold. And the kobold's like, "Oh no!" And he's gonna take his rapier and try to stab at Durnan, and doesn't hit the first time. He's gonna go again, and that is a he misses the second time. Durnan's chilling. All right, cool. At this point, you kind of have a hard time seeing Rango Simmons beyond this like fire that's kind of billowing out through the smoke. Simmons keeps running, and eventually stops. He uses full dash action and eventually stops. Bastion is going to catch up with everybody. He's about 20 feet behind. He's right with Saoirse, about 20 feet behind Gangu and Durnan, where this other one is. Saoirse, you hear him like heavily breathing in all this plate and like still helm. He's just, and he takes his flail and like drops it on the ground and pulls a javelin out from behind like this like little pack, and just rears back and launches this javelin at this kobold. And that's gonna be a hit. That is 13 damage. This kobold gets hit by the javelin. Looks super fucked up. Artis is going to pull out his longbow and launch a shot at that kobold. And he's going to get a 13 and a miss. Harpy used the full dash action earlier. He is going to run up and be within range of this kobold with the rapier. He lightens his fists up. Lightning. Does he have bless?
He does. Yep. It's him, Gangu, and Duran.
He's gonna hit then.
Bless the fuck
Do
up.
damage. He electrocutes this kobold to death. Cool. Fully fucking dead. That was the one running away, actually. So I was doing damage to the wrong one, so I'm gonna give him his HP back. He still kills this one though. So the kobold that's running away, still alive. The other guy with the rapier and the pocket sand, dead. Cormit, pretty upset that he hasn't got to like really kill anybody today, or
Send them to jail.
Send him to jail.
He's gonna fire a couple very accurate shots at the kobold running away. First one's gonna hit. Or see if the second one hits. Second one's gonna hit as well. That is kills him.
Bang.
So you guys just see a bunch of kobolds laying dead in the streets before you. You know that one's currently invisible right now. That brings us to the top of the order. Durnan. Durnan, full dash, keeps running down the street and gets to the end of the street. Saoirse, it comes to you.
So the two that started to run, sorry, they're both dead now too?
Yeah, so there was one running towards the group, like to fight still, even though he's hurt, and there was one running away.
Right.
Both of them died. The only one that everybody knows is left is the invisible one that nobody can see.
All right. Fuck it. Am I just gonna roll against him again? I'll go for it again. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll try to sniff him out here.
Another one.
Was that in that one?
Yeah.
In that one?
Yeah.
The pocket sand caught the wind and blew into your eyes.
Yeah.
And
Damn
you're
it.
just like, oh,
Pocket sand. All right, then I will defeated. Just move up the street. My
Okay.
full movement, 25 feet.
Very
Yeah.
That brings us to Ojitai.
So I don't see any others there. It's
Nope.
just
The
I-
invisible
I'll-
one's still somewhere in that vicinity.
I'll try to make the perception check, see if I can see him.
All right.
Godspeed.
No for me.
Yeah,
No
you don't
for
see
me,
him.
dog. All right. I'll assume that he's unfucked off somewhere, and I'll try to catch up with the group.
All right. You use your full movement. You keep running forward. You're about 80% of the way down the street now. Durnan's all the way at the corner at the street. Simmons is basically there on the rooftop. Ringo, it is your turn. You have the fire pit hole roof.
And so could I go around the fire at all? Safely?
Yeah. I need deck save.
Okay. I'll have Chuchi help.
Okay.
Chuchi and actually don't know. Can Chuchi help with saves?
He's your familiar, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't think so either.
Damn, sure would be really fucking nice right now if he could.
Your familiar used to gain advantage. That's not what I want. Can familiars helps? No, they
Oh,
just
it's the help
disappear.
action. It's just the help action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what'd you roll?
Get fucked, mate.
Ouch.
Chuchi looks right
Yeah.
at you and says that.
Yeah. Yeah, nat
You
one.
done goofed.
You got a nat
Wait.
one.
Oh
Yeah.
no. I don't know.
You almost fall off the roof onto the street below, and you manage to like unbalance yourself from that way, and you fall forward into the building on fire.
Okay.
And you fall straight into flames.
Okay.
You're gonna take 2d8 of fire damage.
Okay.
You take 5 fire damage. You still have. I mean, that was like 10 feet of your movement, so you're just sitting in this fire.
I have resistance, so is that 3 or 2?
2.
Okay.
But you're currently
In this building.
on fire, in fire. So you can try to make your way out. You do a quick perception check. You're in flames. So,
What's the perception check gonna cost me?
just free action.
Okay. Okay.
You're just looking for a way out right now, a way to not be on fire.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah, you're able to see through the smoke that about 10 feet away from you is a door leading out in the direction of the street that you were just standing on top of.
Oh, we're absolutely going out the door.
Cool. You get to the door. You realize that it's barred shut from the outside.
It's barred shut from the outside.
I need you to, if you're gonna want to break through, you need to make athletics or strength, or if you have a weapon, you can attack it.
The crispy end to Rango. Tacoleo.
I wouldn't treat you so harsh, but you did roll a nat one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
and that one had to have him fall in for sure. There's
Yeah.
no other way.
Mother of God. Holy
If I didn't
shit.
expend my action, I could.
This is like worst nightmare. He's basically like a firefighter because he has resistance to fire, so he's like, my suit will protect me. And then you get to the exit, and it's like ladder 49. Like, there's no way out. There's no way out.
Fuck.
I'll say this: you can use your action to scream as loudly as possible, or you can use your action to try to, break out yourself.
Okay, what can I...
With your action, if you're screaming, you can scream whatever you want. I'll just let it happen.
Okay, I'm looking up out of the roof, and I want to get positioned so that I'm like if this side is one side of the roof that was on fire, then there's the fire, and then there's this side, the direction that I was like going. I want to be like in the building down here so that I can see like the sky above this side,
Yeah.
and then I'm thunderstepping.
Okay.
To like fucking, I don't know, like 5 feet above, like in the air above that
Yeah.
side of the roof.
Cool. You thunderstep above the roof. You're still on fire. So you're now just a flaming Ringo standing on the roof. That was your action?
Yes, that was my action.
Okay. It takes an action to douse flames, so that's...
Okay.
Do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
Douse half the flames.
Keep moving as far as I can.
I believe you used all your movement already.
Okay.
Very good. That brings us to
I could. Fuck.
thunderstep past the fire.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I could have used
Uh,
a feature.
Gangu, you hear Rango screaming.
That's fair.
He was
Yeah.
like, music to my ears.
And there
Which
is
direction? Like
uh,
where around me is he?
above you to the right. Also, you know that there's an invisible kobold somewhere in the vicinity.
Oh yeah. No idea where he's at. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Oh shit. Well, I'm in quite a predicament. Is there any way to reach Rango, or do I visual? I don't see him, right? I just hear
No,
him.
he's standing on the roof next to you, like 15 feet up and like 20 feet away. And you literally see like him engulfed in flames.
Oh no. As I'm like internally flaming from fire salts.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
would
forgot
like
Harpy
to.
has them.
I would like to, for my turn, just hold out my arms. and
Gangu
just ready
lowers his
myself
weapon.
for him.
He like sheathes his hammer on his side. It just
Trustful.
Yes.
the flames are shimmering off the flaming Rango is shimmering off Gangu's metal body. Cool. So, this is what's gonna happen next. Saoirse, what is your armor class?
21.
21. Cool. You get hit with a glass bottle from behind you. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 21.
You're good. You felt like something tried to polymorph you just now. You turn around and you see a kobold that's like looks like a pitcher just threw a fastball. Like he's coming out of that like stance.
I'll
And he
just be like,
sees that you're standing there and he just his head sinks.
I'll just get fucked, mate. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'll just give him a little smirk.
Cool. With that, Artis, once again you see Dimension Door happen. He Dimension Doors down towards his friend Durnan. Simmons, you see, begins kind of scaling his way off the roof there. He's going to make a deck save. Good. And...
I just also just rolled to hold my concentration on Bless, and I did get a 10.
Cool.
Good.
10 saves, I believe, correct?
Yeah, 10 or higher, I believe.
Yeah. Muy bien.
With that little damage.
Bastion keeps running. He's about one turn of movement away from the end of the street. Harpy keeps running, same as Bastion, about one turn of movement away from the end of the street. Cormac's all the way next to the ladder still. He gets up and he uses all his movement to run down the roof here. He sees this kobold appear behind Saoirse and throw a glass bottle at him. So he raises his rifle and he goes to shoot at this kobold. And that's gonna hit. Saoirse, you see this kobold as his head sinks, a bullet passes through it, and he just falls forward dead. Harpy then like think of James Bond, like you see through like the hole, and you see Harpy on the other side with like the AK, and he's like blowing out the smoke coming from the end of the barrel. Cool. That brings us out of initiative.
No.
We'll start with Rango. You're on fire.
Sick. Like on fire, like Overwatch on fire, like really popping off, or
like
I don't quite think so.
like you have 3rd-degree burns, flesh is peeling off of you.
To be fair, I still have temp HP running. I've not actually been damaged by this fire yet.
Okay, but if you don't douse it right now, I'm going to continue to damage you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna question. Prestidigitation says you instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
Sure, I'll say you're a torch right now. Do you want to use
Yeah.
prestidigitation to? Okay.
Yeah.
You could just
Human
use an
torch.
action to douse the fire.
No.
This is
Magic.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. Cool. You do that. The fire goes out. You're kind of like covered in soot now, and you're about medium rare.
I clean myself off with prestidigitation.
You're just medium. You have a nice tan.
Sick.
Cool. Everybody kind of makes their way down the street. Eventually everybody gathers. Bringing us. You guys were here. You guys get all the way down to the street. You guys are just outside the Port Branicore and Sewage Works. Saoirse, would you be willing to make a wisdom save?
I mean, don't mind if I do. It's only plus 11. 18.
18. Cool. Cool. All right. Very good.
Do I have a sense of what just happened?
Nope.
While walking, I'm gonna use my Rod of the Pact Keeper to recharge a spell slot.
Okay. Yeah, do that.
I'll do something similar to recharge some key points with my Dragonhide belt.
Oh, very good.
And I will go up to Durin and so you take some hits there. Nice flurry of blows, though. You need one of these, and I'll hold out a greater healing potion.
It would be a bad thing. He takes it from you. It is 2d8, I believe, right?
It is 4d4 plus 4.
44 plus 4. He heals back 15 HP.
Love that. That's near max, isn't it? That's 20. 20 is max?
Yep.
Nice.
So he's falling off. He's basically at full health again.
Love that.
All right. After downing this healing potion, he looks at everybody. All right. Well, we've made it. I'm not exactly sure what's going to be down here at the bottom. But I suggest we all stick pretty close together. It's probably going to be dark and stinky. All right. Let's go. He opens up the door. It's kind of this big metal door. He begins twisting this giant metal knob. Opens it up. And kind of motions for you guys to move in. Bastion goes in. Simmons goes in. Artist goes in. You all go in. Harpy. Everybody goes in. Durnan closes the door behind you guys. And you guys are greeted with just pure darkness inside. Durnan kind of looks around at everybody. All right. Well, I can't see. Anyone have a torch?
I'll tap his
glow sticks.
weapon
Oh.
with light.
Cool. Several light sources start coming out. Oh, very good. All right. Well then, I guess we'll be moving on then. He begins leading you guys down this long, like, metal spiral staircase, further and further down into the sewer system. Eventually, you guys reach the bottom of the staircase, and you see Durnan pull out a big map, and he kind of goes over near the nunchucks that Odrtai has. And, you mind holding out your light for me? And he kind of holds the map underneath there. He kind of looks quickly and looks up around everywhere. All right, we go this way. He begins walking down one of the many different sewer systems.
Real quick, while he's going over the map, can I do a ritual?
Sure.
I want to do water breathing.
Okay.
Up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range. How many of us are there?
There's 4 in the Hammer
11.
Squad. There's
10 of us.
4 of you. There's 10 of you guys, I think. Exactly. 10.
Perfection.
Nice.
We can now all breathe underwater for the next 24 hours.
Very good.
Water or sewage?
Aye.
How does... I mean, it's not in the rules, but how do I react to water?
Do you require breathing? Do you require air to breathe?
No, but I'm also
don't
talking
believe
about like
so.
my circuitry.
Oh, we'll go ahead and say that provides protection to your circuitry.
Nice.
That's how that'll work for you. Cool. You guys begin walking further and further down the sewer system. Unfortunately, there's not really any like side like walk kind of thing to step on, so you guys are in like shin deep sewage right now. It smells absolutely horrible. You kind of all start hearing this echoey noise of just this kind of like coming from somewhere in the sewer system.
We're all supposed to turn our phones off, boys.
You see Bastion pull out this like this square and just begin smacking it.
This square.
And then finally he looks up and he just kind of tucks it back down his armor without saying a word. Cool. Durnan's gonna make a perception check to see if he can figure out what noise is coming.
Can I do that as well with him?
Yeah, do it.
18.
Cool. Both of you guys get a pretty good sense. You both kind of look at each other, and at the exact same time, you guys go about 30 feet ahead and about 50 feet off to the right somewhere. That's where that noise is coming from.
Okay.
You guys keep walking straight down. Durnan keeps going. You kind of get to this part where it like keeps going straight, and there's a passage off to the right. Does anyone have Brango, how far is your
120.
120. You look off in the distance down this right passage, you pass it, and you see these two people kind of walking back and forth in the sewage. They look like regular people from where you're standing.
Are they still going? Are they still groaning?
Yeah, that's definitely where the groaning's coming from.
Uh-oh.
Lads, that noise you were talking about looks like some people. Looks like Humans. Human.
Yeah.
What the?
But they're kind of just shuffling there.
Okay.
Shuffling.
You like dancing.
Notice us?
They don't seem to pay any mind to you guys.
They're dancing.
No, don't say that. Don't say
Or is
that.
this?
I could go for a dance. Are there booze involved at this dance?
I don't think those lads are keen on dancing.
Mm.
this.
I heard that you can get a pretty good buzz if you huff shit water. And you can see he begins bottling up some of the sewage water and closes it up.
Just let that
Cormit,
one.
we're down bad, Cormit. We're down bad.
We'll let that one sit for a couple days.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
better than this, Cormit.
Durden shakes his head again.
You either die a
So-
hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Gengu, you said this was your friend before me.
Oh no.
Yes, he does some questionable things.
I don't like to brag on myself, but I think you've made an upgrade.
I think so too, Harpy. Korma always
Paul-
has a place in my heart.
Palm Beach just really fucked Cormit up, dude.
Yeah.
But in terms of the groaning, I will like pipe up and be like, "Oh, that's eerily familiar. Did we experience something like this in the mines at one point? What mine was that? Where were we at? When we were walking past and like the workers."
Oh, that was
Wouldn't stop at
that was
all.
over by Cabbageville.
Oh yeah.
That was way long ago.
It's early on.
Yeah, I mean it
That
would.
was before River March fell.
That was in the Cobalt Cave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
You do remember them being very weird and comatose.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember the source though. It's okay.
We ain't headed that way, are we? Just avoid them.
I think that's probably best for us. You guys keep going for a few more minutes, and then once again you hear that noise again further up. This time, as you guys approach, it seems to be coming from a passageway off to the left. Once again, you see it's about 4 this time, 4 or 5, kind of all huddled together. But they just kind of seem to be sitting there. Sort of like if you've seen I Am Legend.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just kind of sitting there. About 50 feet down this side tunnel.
Let's keep quiet. Keep moving.
What are you...
5 more down
Well,
that way.
I'll be honest with you. I've got a hunch that it's not good.
Oh yeah.
Makes you say that?
Well, you know, the creepy folk that are sitting just huddled together like that moaning. It's a bit weird. I haven't had an experience like that since college.
I would say if we've seen something similar before. It's oh no, sorry.
Oh,
It's
good.
been a long time before the fall of Rivermarch, but it was in a cave that was dominated by kobolds. They had a bunch of kidnapped humanoids that were essentially comatose into just working for labor for them mining. This may be some militarized form of that. I can't quite place the source. Can I do like a history check on that?
Cool. And you're talking about the mine?
Yeah, just I can't remember why I don't know if we ever figured out
Yeah.
why they were, or the source of them, their like state.
Yeah, go ahead. You can do a history.
Oh damn, Jesus Christ, my rolls are just either great or terrible. 21.
So you remember that they were like comatose in that state because they had like each little group had like some sort of sorcerer cobalt
That's
kind
right.
of controlling them in each of these little groups.
right.
and they were brainwashing them and kind of torturing them.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'll relay that. I was like,
Yeah.
you know, I just kind of be sitting there, kind of rub my head, and it's like, oh, that's it. Back me up here, guys. They were almost small sergeants, cobalt sorcerers that were in the pockets with them. They had them under some sort of bewitchment, some charm. They were keeping them.
That's right.
Thanks, Kangaroo.
I mean,
I do remember that.
I've
So
seen something
maybe
similar to that, and it tracks pretty good, but it seems a bit different to me.
I would agree.
Maybe it's stronger. I don't know. All right, I think the elf's right. We should keep moving. Keeps leading you guys down. Finally, you guys come up to this pitch black at the end of the hall. You start getting closer, and you see that it opens up into this great, wide open kind of cistern with various different heights and giant pools of this toxic sewage water. You see straight ahead of you guys, probably like a good 90, 100 feet away. What's your range? You say it's
120.
120? 120? So you see before you, Rango, they're way off in the distance, but you see 4 figures literally sitting in this pool of just shit water, sitting there just kind of like that. And you see another one up on this like overpass that's hanging over it, just standing there.
Like watching them, looking over them.
It appears that one's looking towards you guys.
Like looking right at us.
Looking at your all's direction.
Still.
It's pretty far away. Yeah. Just standing there.
Okay. I will. I relay that information.
Alright, that's a bit odd. Well, fellas,
I can't tell if he
suppose-
sees us or not.
they're in our way, so I think we've got a fight ahead of us. Everyone good on supplies and gear and everything? Any last minute checks before we do this?
The room? Are there? What's the room? The entrances to the room look like?
So you see that there's like, from your all's viewpoint, it's a big long hallway that opens up into this big wide space from where you're at.
And then
And it's just shit water and some like a few platforms.
see
And, like,
any
little
exits on the opposite ends or on the sides or anything?
you can't see anything to the left or right of you. It extends out beyond
Yeah.
where you guys' passageway are. And then it seems like from where you're standing, it seems like it goes on for a while. Straight.
Okay. How big is the passageway that we're in currently, dimension-wise, like feet?
It's like a good like 30 feet across,
Oh, okay.
and it's like a good 30 feet high.
Yeah. Okay.
But it opens up even bigger than that.
Is it?
Like,
Does it get any
further down.
smaller than that behind us? Does it ever
So
become
it
10 by
seems
10?
like- So it seems not really, no. It seems
Okay.
like it stays pretty wide. Probably like that first room that you guys came down, like that little doorway into there, but it's been pretty wide the rest of the way down.
Okay.
All right, everyone good? Prepared?
Ready.
Ready.
All right. He begins cautiously approaching. Rango, as you get closer and closer, you can start seeing facial features of this thing. You see what appear to be like very sunken in eyes, and a very pale looking face. You guys get about, you guys closing in 80, 70 feet, 60 feet. As you hit about that 60 feet away mark, all of a sudden these scones that line this long hallway leading up to here just light up. And they light up the room ahead of you guys. And I gotta move everyone here really fast. I'll continue describing the area. You see this giant looking open area. But before you, in a small pool, are these 4 people. They look very rotten and pretty undead. And the thing in front of you wears this like purplish, reddish looking robe. Uh, it has very pale, skeletal looking features. And standing beyond that, behind that, is some sort of creature, this monstrosity that looks absolutely vile and disgusting.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Oh my. Oh my.
That does look pretty gross. Yeah.
So you guys would have been all kind of grouped up down here. We'll say Rango was probably up towards the front since he was seeing with Durnan pretty close.
Yeah.
All right. You guys get to there, and very quickly see a very familiar face before you. Been a long time since you've seen this face. And a very cold voice begins to boom. Hello again, my darlings. It has been so long since you destroyed my great, delicate creature. Unfortunately for you, you did not finish the job. And I've made a deal with the devil himself. You see, a city full of corpses is a great resource for me. Now, I don't wish to delay this any longer. But what I will do is watch as the beings that you are become monstrosities of themselves.
As he's saying this, I want to turn back. What kind of engage the reactions of the group?
All the Hammer Squad guys are looking at you guys like, how the fuck, what is this thing? What do you know about it? Durnan kind of starts going pale. Bastion raises his shield and gets ready for a fight.
Gingu, Sersh, Urjitai.
I'm a follower. If everyone else is raising their weapon, then I am as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Then is he still talking?
He has just finished saying what he was saying.
I want to turn back and immediately blast based on their reactions after gauging
Cool.
their reactions.
Go ahead and fire a blast. I'll let you do one attack. Like, so it's 2 blasts for you, I believe. Or 3 now?
3.
3.
Is this advantage?
No.
Okay.
It's not advantage. It's not a surprise attack.
Okay. 18.
18 to hit. 18 does hit.
Or 6 magical force.
Uh-huh.
And 25 to hit.
Yep.
Or 9 magical force.
Yep.
And 27 to hit.
Yep.
Or 7 magical force.
You see the blast land into this thing, to this familiar face. Do you remember what the name on the journal was? That you found? Shall I recall it for you?
It's in Sersh's possession, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember it, Saoirse?
Yes, I do. I have it.
Cool.
Talmet Var.
Yes, it is.
I'm just gonna say his name.
You see, as Talmud Var looks down on you guys as the blast hit him, doesn't flinch. And right after all the blasts hit him, Dimension Door is cast. And he walks through the door.
See ya.
And he reappears
That was fucking wild.
way off in the distance.
Are you guys in sync tube? Did you
Yeah,
hear that
yeah, I
fucking
saw that.
crash? Ryan, as that fucking like crash sound happened, your
Yeah.
camera shook.
Your camera shook. That was kind of
That was the
insane.
dimension door, dude.
Tim playing with his flight simulator.
Yeah, I'm like we're hitting G's turbulence. All right. Let me do some quick, really fast organization stuff. Really fast. I gotta drag some things over.
Do I need to plug my ears? Wasn't Tom at VAR whenever we like dealt with the fucking Hydra?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, I'm organized. Go ahead and let's all roll initiative.
Ah, dude, these are some of the most polarizing rolls I've ever had in my
You
life.
are min-maxing these rolls.
Min max, no.
So is
ways
that
about
a
it.
2 for Saoirse, 12 for Gengu, 15 for Ojutai,
11
Yeah.
Ringo.
and 11 for Rango? Okay. All right. Let me go ahead. Let's write that down really fast on whiteboard so I can. All right. We'll start with Rango. Yours really fast again.
11.
11. Saoirse, 2.
2.
Ojutai,
15.
15. And
12.
12 for Gengu. Okay. So we'll do that. Ojutai, 15. Saoirse, 2. 12. Almost done. I promise, fellas.
You're fine.
All good.
Okay. So, with that, first thing that happens is these fellows down here in the bottom. They immediately take notice of you guys, and
We don't see them. If you've got guys there, by the way.
accidents
see.
happen.
Cool. Stay up here.
Let me go ahead and do a couple more things here.
Oh.
Baddies.
Okay. I think we're good now.
It really sucks that I am last. Oh.
It'll just make the Toll the Dead hit that much harder, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
I'll make sure to hit each of them once.
Well, this is kind of like for only like the my
Divine, whatever the fuck.
undead stuff
Yeah.
come into play.
Cool.
I remember it helped out outside the Hydra Cave.
This one runs here. This one gets to here. Cool. All right. I need to do this. All right. So that's those guys and that one. He gets a double. Rango's involved in that one. All right. Both of them begin vomiting blood in that 15-foot cone. I need Rango. I need Rango to make a con save. And then also it is Durnan, and Durnan needs to make it twice, and our friend Simmons also needs to make a save here. Durnan saves. See if he saves again.
Oh,
Turn and saves twice. Simmons,
Oh no.
I believe, fails.
Oh.
Rango fails.
Okay, so this is what happened. You take 12 necrotic damage, and you cannot regain hit points for 1 minute.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Okay.
All right, and so Durnan gets that. Let's see about Simmons and Durnan. You take 10, Simmons and Durnan. Or no, Simmons failed. So Simmons is the same. So that'd be 10 on Simmons. Durnan saved both. That's 5. And he does not have the adverse effects. All right, Ojitai, it is your turn, sir. Oh, I lied. Durnan's turn's first, just before you.
Damn it, Durnan.
Durnan is going to run at this one that hit Simmons and him. Right up to him. And he's going to start hacking away with his sword. Grimvault. First attack is going to hit. Second attack, I believe, will also hit. It does indeed. Third attack does not hit. Fourth attack hits. So 3 attacks will hit. It's 7 plus 15 plus 8. So that is 23, 30 damage total into this feller. All right. Now it is Ojitai's turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna run up here to this other one that he's not attacking, and I'll start swinging at it. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And I am assuming that these zombie guys do not count as the Cult of the Dragon.
Oh, no, they do
to
not.
the
They're-
dagger.
Nope,
Yeah.
no, they do not. And what kind of damage is that?
Fire. Or no, lightning. was it?
It was fire.
It was fire, yeah. It was a red dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 9 piercing damage and 6 fire damage.
9 piercing, 6. So 15 total. Very good.
Okay, attack number 2.
Mm-hmm.
24 to hit. For 14 total damage.
14 total. Got it.
And we'll go for the unarmed strike after that. Oh, that's 26, so that's going to be another 10 damage.
All right. 10 damage.
And I will kind of strafe around to the side where someone else can get up there on him. I'll be done.
All right. Oh, very good. That brings us to this guy here is going to make some movements. This guy here is going to make some movements. And make sure I'm not missing anybody. I don't think I am. All right. That brings us to Gengu.
I am going to go help out Ojitai. Just run up here
Mm-hmm.
and swing away. Do need to do this real quick. Alright, I'm ready. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, 30 damage. Or actually, 27 damage.
27 damage to him. It's bloodied.
All right, we're swinging again.
Mm-hmm.
You know the drill. 28 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is going to be 17 damage.
17 damage.
Yeah, it was not good.
You
One
cut
of
into
the-
this thing and it looks severely, nearly dead. Even though it's dead, it looks extra dead, almost.
Alrighty, that's it for me. I'll
All
scoot
right.
over a little bit so people can squeeze in.
Cool. With that, we're gonna do a hold action for that one, and that brings us to Bastion, who I believe was this fella here. Bastion's gonna run up to help his boys. He's gonna get right up next to Durnan. And he is going to swing away with his flail. That's gonna miss. He's gonna do it again. He crits. That is 21 damage. That one looks bloodied now. It is now Harpy's turn. Harpy's going to run over to help his crew. And he's going to melee on this one here. That's going to hit. Kills that one. Dead. Alright. That's Harpy's turn. He used all his movement to get over there. We then move on to Simmons, who just got barfed blood all over. Is going to make a couple rapier attacks on this thing. He crits on one and hits with the other. So we'll do the crit first. So that is 17 damage. And then the regular attack. 17 plus 11. So he does 28 damage to that feller. Alright. We now move to Rango.
Okay, so I just had blood barfed all over me.
Yes, you
Blood
did.
barf.
All right, so I'm instantly gonna be like, "Ah, fuck. I guess sooner rather than later. And then I'm gonna start backing up, and as I'm backing up, I'm taking out a gold coin. I'm casting darkness on the coin, and so, where is the thing? So, for a second, that's gonna pop up, and then I'm gonna have Chuchi cap it away.
Okay.
So it's not there, but it's still running. And then
Yep.
that is, I think that's gonna be my turn. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, very good.
I guess. Can I? How far away is this guy? Before I. Yeah, no, we'll just do that. We'll just do that.
Okay. So here's what happens. I need. Let me double check something. All right, I need Ojitai, Gangu, and Durnan to all make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, that's always good.
$26.
9.
26. All right, let's see how Durnan does. Con save.
He's got
He gets
it.
a 25. All right, you got a 9, Ojitai. Gangu and
Si,
Durnan.
senor.
Gangu and Durnan, you guys feel good on a 6 lead. Cool. You become immune to what's about to happen. There's a lot of reading. One moment. First of all, you're poisoned. You're poisoned, Ojitai. You also gain a level exhaustion. Yeah. And something else is about to happen to you. I need to open up item. Why don't you roll me a D100, sir?
Oh shit.
That's never good. 90, or I'm sorry, 9.
9, the number 9.
Use
You
my con
guys,
roll.
you guys see as Ojitai's eyes push out of his head into stalks, looking like the eyes of like a snail or something like that.
What?
I'm sorry?
So he looks like Jar Jar Binks for real.
Yes,
Oh god.
He is literally Gary.
Misa scared.
Mises.
What the fuck?
And so you do suffer a level exhaustion and you're poisoned.
Oh my god.
More to come later.
What happened that caused that?
The exact effect is called Warp Creature.
But what happened to cause this? Like, did that when they killed that thing? Did they get blood on them?
Oh,
or-
no. That's not their turn, bro. This is different.
Yeah. It's gotta be a bigger bad.
It's different than that there. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and mark Ojitai down.
That level of exhaustion really fucks with you, doesn't it?
Yeah. Actually, the poison is gonna be worse.
The what?
The poison is gonna be worse. Because all my attacks are at disadvantage. And
When
I
you're
have disadvantage
poisoned?
on ability checks. Correct.
When did poison do that?
The
Oh,
poison
no.
condition does that.
Yeah.
Okay, those ones are gonna hold.
Oh god, I see that.
The poison is worse than one level of exhaustion. It's just completely worse. This is no bueno.
All right, those ones are gonna hold their turns. And
I'm
that
just
brings
worried at
us
how often
to-
that is gonna be cast. I think this is worth it though.
Was there like any visual, audible, smellable?
So, basically, Ojitai, you just get hit with this like weird like poison, like this cloud that gets sent out from. It appears to be the big thing in the shit water,
Okay.
and it basically just hits you. And as you breathe it in, this happens to you.
So does
Alright.
everyone see this cloud?
Yeah, sure. I'll let everybody see this cloud. All right. These fellows are gonna move. This one's
Excuse
gonna
me.
move to here. This one's gonna move to here. Da da da. 1, 2, 3. And then, what is there? Okay. These guys move to here. I will do full dash actions for them, actually. So they'll get up to here. These ones will move a whole nother. They'll move to there. That brings us to... Cormit is going to go. He is going to fire a couple shots at this one here that is in front of Durnan. So that's 2 d20s for 2 different attacks. And I believe that he will hit with both. He does. He does 20 damage. Killing that one. Alright, and just before Sersha,
Yeah.
Artis is gonna go.
Durin's dead?
Durnan's already gone. He was at the top.
There's a big X on Durin. I'm just kidding.
Oh. The wrong creature. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Plus
I
with
know,
that
you're
fella.
fine.
Alright. Artis is going to make his way forward into the kind of this bout here with you guys. He's going to step forward. He's going to get kind of right behind Ojitai, and he's going to hold action for now. Sersha, that brings us to you.
Alright. I am going to hop and skip and jump over this thing. Okay. I'm gonna squeeze my hand through them, and I'm going to sensually touch Ojitai. But I'm gonna cast a Greater Restoration.
On Ojitai?
Yeah, and get rid of the poison.
Alright, the poison goes away. Let me make sure that that can work, because this thing's a little bit special.
How did you?
The poison goes away. But the eyes on stalk still remain.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do anything about that, but... Alright, and then,
You still have the level of exhaustion, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do a little bit of movement back. And, I mean, hell, might as well. I'm gonna throw up another, spiritual weapon in the form of the anvil.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Yeah. Just
What?
yearning for the
I am
yearning for the weapon. I added it to the bag, so I saw the.
Yeah. I added it to
Yeah.
my inventory too, just as a backup. And I will hit both these guys, right? Yeah. I'll go for this guy. Oh shit, hold on. This one.
Okay.
I'll just... Oh my god, I need to stop forgetting about that too. I'm pretty sure my, Sorry, 1 second. My Divine Strike happens even with this weapon. Hit a creature with a weapon attack. Yeah, shit. Okay. I forgot that earlier. 15 to hit the bish?
I'm sorry, that is a negative.
That's unfortunate, but that's okay. We tried. I'm done.
All right. Something's gonna use legendary action. And Harpy and Simmons need to make Constitution saves.
Dear God.
Harpy succeeds.
Which one is Simmons?
The one above Durnan. That fella right there. Oh wait, and actually, let me check something else too. He's gonna target Ojitai again as well with that. So any other con save from you, Ojitai?
Okay.
Not like this. This is what I was afraid of, dude.
20.
Good. And
Thank
you're immune
God.
to that effect.
You didn't grow a shell. Your
let's
ears
see.
didn't become long and floppy.
Simmons does not save, so Simmons suffers a thing of exhaustion. He is also poisoned. And we'll go ahead and roll a D100. Would anybody like to roll a D100 for Simmons?
Please,
Sure,
yes. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, or Gengar's got it.
Okay.
Seven.
7. His eyes also push out and stalks.
what the fuck is happening?
Fuck. Wait, did Ochai also roll a 7?
Oh, you rolled a
I
9.
rolled a 9, so it's a
Okay.
range.
That's funny.
All right. And that brings us back to the very top of the order, which I believe is our good friend Darnan.
Darnin.
All right. Darnan's gonna just start fucking swinging sword again at this thing. First attack is gonna miss. Second attack is gonna hit. Third attack is gonna hit. Fourth attack is also gonna hit. So that's 9, 19, 29. He deals out 29 damage to this fella here. And then we move on to Ojitai. Ojitai, you feel your eyes pop out of your head and now are kind of resting above your head.
After I stop coughing from being poisoned for a second, I'm gonna look back up and just, alright, this is fucking weird. Guess I'll take a step forward and start swinging at this one right in front of me.
Okay.
So I just have disadvantage on ability checks. Right. Okay.
Did the Greater Restoration just remove the poison, not the exhaustion?
It can't do both.
Oh,
I could have
do
removed
one
the
or the other.
exhaustion.
I see.
But I
24 does hit, by the way.
24 hits. For total of 10 damage.
10 damage.
Assuming 11 does not hit.
No.
Alrighty, and bonus action punch 17
17 hits.
for another 9 damage.
9 damage to the fella.
And all in there.
Okay. That brings us to So I don't think I can do anything with these. Yeah. Hold action for him. Gengu, that means it's your turn.
Okie dokie. We are going to help Ojitai again.
Okay.
I'm mildly confused of how he looks now, but I'm not going to question it now.
Got bigger problems.
Yep. We're going to swing at this guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nat 20.
That will be a hit.
Hog.
Good.
Oh, that's big damage, boys. We got 44 damage.
Oh, geez. Instantly bloodied, still alive.
Jesus Christ. All right, we're smacking him again.
Mm-hmm.
Nat 1. 12 total.
Cool. Well, it's not a hit.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and make me a dex save?
Alright. I do have advantage on dex saves as long as I can see it. Can I see it?
Yeah, you can see the
Well,
ground.
I'm not blinded, deaf, or incapacitated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. That's a 9.
Yeah, you slip and fall prone. You swing really, really
Fantastic.
hard for the fences, and you're in the sewer, and you slip on shit.
Shit. Corma's like...
Oh no.
I'll be smelling you later.
oh,
Huffing
no.
Gingu.
You want to give
Alright,
me
yeah,
some
I
of
guess
those?
I end my
salts?
turn in the ditch.
In the gutter. Gengu's in the gutter. All right.
Swing and a miss.
That moves us on to Bastion. Bastion's gonna go ahead and swing away on this new contestant here that has popped up to him and his good friend. First strike is a 2 and is not gonna hit. Second strike will hit. That is 10 damage. That is his turn. That brings us to Rengo.
Okay. How lit is this place actually?
It's pretty well lit in here.
Okay.
Nice lit, bro.
Then in that case, I want to take a glance behind me. Is there any movement behind us?
You don't see any movement behind you at the moment.
Do I hear any movement?
No, it's pretty loud in here right now. You don't hear anything either.
Okay. I am gonna back up to where basically no one would be in the darkness bubble.
Okay. I mean, this is a never-ending tunnel, so you can back up as far as you want.
Yeah. Gonna back up just far enough so that Cormit is not in the darkness bubble.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna have Chuchi uncap it, and then this big fucking glob of shit way down the way. I'm gonna start unloading on it.
Okay.
$29 to hit
Yep.
for 8 magical force.
Okay.
$24 to hit
Yep. That's a hit.
for 14 magical force.
Uh-huh.
Critical hit
All right.
Nice.
for 14 magical force. Then we're gonna do a little shimmer of the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm sorry. Can this thing see me?
Uh, it cannot.
Thank God. Okay. 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Okay. For 14 magical force, and I interrupted my flow, so now it was 1, it's 2, it's 3, this is 4. Okay. $28 to hit, or
Mhm.
8 magical force, and finally 30 to hit for 10 magical force.
10 magical force. All right. It is going to use a legendary action. And it is going to cast. It's going to cast a spell. And it's going to cast it on our dear friend Simmons. Simmons needs to make a save. Ooh. And I think he nails it. Let me double check.
With that one
He does
thing,
it. He
that-
doesn't save.
with that one thing dead, can I still not regain HP right now?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
It lasts 1 minute.
Okay.
I believe is what I said. Let me.
Yes.
All right. It casted Feeble Mind at Simmons, and he does not save.
Oh, fuck.
So this is what's going to happen here. First of all, we're going to go ahead and deal with the damage. So Simmons takes 13 psychic damage from that. And his intelligence and charisma scores drop to 1.
Oh no.
So basically, the way this works is that it's his intellect and personality shatter. The creature can't cast spells, activate magic items, or understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way. The creature can, however, identify its friends, follow them, and even protect them. At the end of every 30 days, it can repeat the save to go against this.
Yeah. This is the
Yeah.
one. Yeah, this is the one that.
Hodor.
Yeah,
Kind of.
Cool. And very
That's
good.
bad.
It is Simmons' turn. He is poisoned right now and suffers a level of exhaustion. And he also needs to make a Constitution saving throw again to see if he can be all right. So he's going to do that. He is not okay. He suffers another level of exhaustion and is still poisoned.
Was he vomiting blood as well?
Yeah, he was also vomited blood on.
So he's vomiting blood. His eyes are coming.
No,
out.
he's not vomiting. He got blood vomited on him.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes it worse or better.
This man's got it rough, dude.
Yeah,
he's
he's-
in a bad way right now. But is he at 2 or 3 levels of exhaustion?
That's 2 for him.
Okay.
And he is poisoned still. So, he's just gonna try to like stab this thing that's next to him. He's gonna get kind of close in range on it. He's gonna step up. He's just gonna go to town. His attack rolls have disadvantage though. First strike. That is not going to hit. Second strike. He rolls a nat 1 and he goes to swing and he's going to try to make a dex save. His rapier goes flying out of his hand. Very good. Rango, we've already had your turn, correct?
Yep.
All right. Oh, we almost forgot Harpy. Harpy is going to waylay on this boy right here.
Waylay.
That's a hit for the first one. Second one's also a hit. 15 on the first one. 7 on the second. That is 22. And that was the exact HP he needed to do to kill him. This fella here is dead. Alright. So this thing levitates out of the water and plants itself 20 feet further forward. You're not there. You're actually further back, right?
I am 100 well, I'm 15 feet behind Cormit.
Cool. All right. It's gonna target Artis, Saoirse, and oh, this is Bastion. This man's supposed to be up here.
Whatever it is, please say I have protection being in this gutter.
Oh, you're good because you already succeeded. I need Saoirse to make a con save, Artis, and then Bastion will also need to make a save.
I didn't know if he was coming back for more.
16.
16. Bastion got a 9. Artis got a 6. All right, so this is what happens. All of y'all fell.
Oh, dear lord.
Okay, Saoirse, you can roll your old D100.
So I take, but beyond that, I take the level of exhaustion. I'm poisoned, and
Yeah, and let me.
I'm resistant to poison. So how does that work? Actually,
Is it
no.
poison?
I actually have advantage on saves against poison. Would that count for the entire save?
Sure, I'll let you roll another D20 with advantage.
Fog.
I'll give you one.
It's a 9.
Sorry, that's not gonna do it. You suffer the point of exhaustion. You're poisoned, and go ahead and roll yourself a D100.
All right. 1 level of exhaustion. But how? Yeah. Okay. I'll roll this first.
Mm-hmm.
86.
86. All right. Go ahead and what were you gonna ask first before I continue on?
How is my resistance to poison change the effects of it?
You have
Is it poison damage or the
resistance to
poison?
poison damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. That makes sense.
Boy.
You guys see Saoirse's ears become like Dumbo's. Saoirse, your ears
my
have
God.
become wings, and you have a flying speed of 5 feet.
This guy, he's turning people into Jar Jar Binks. What the fuck?
Hey man, I get to fucking fly. So I don't give a shit.
You have a flying speed of 5 feet now.
Sick.
Would anybody like to roll the D100s for the other two? We'll start
I
with
got you.
Bastion.
I'll roll
I
one
got
of them
Bastion.
already.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
58 for Bastion.
58. You see Bastion. He grows incredibly tall legs, and they're long and springy, and it increases his walking speed by 10.
Okay. Is that a buff?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, and then who's the other one that has it? Artis.
Artis has it, yes.
Roll his. 34.
34. His ears fall off and he's deafened.
Jesus Christ, that's a complete contrary.
Ouch. Sersha, you took his ears.
I mean, dude, they look nice. You know, I want to fly, man.
Okay, that's not very Jar Jar Binks of him.
Going straight
That's
bullshit.
episode 1 Jar Jar did. And it was...
That's secret Sith Lord Jar Jar before they threw it out.
Okay, let me do a quick inventory on this. So, Ojitai, you're in this
Yeah,
category.
ice socks.
Yeah. I just need a number to know which category so I don't forget this. Sersha, you have the ears for their wings, so you're in this category. Simmons is in the same category as Ojitai. Bastion got the really long legs. That's that. And then Artis got, it was 36, I believe. No, 34. So he's in that category. Okay. Very good. That'll end its turn. That brings us to this fella who's still alive here. He's going to go after Simmons. He's going to claw attack him. That's going to hit. He's going to claw attack again. That's going to hit. So that is a total of 18. He gets advantage on this next attack. That's going to hit. So he's taking 18 damage plus 6. So that is 24. 24 plus 16. So he takes 40 damage. Simmons looks very bloodied.
Oh no.
And that brings us to Artis, whose ears just fell off. Artis can't hear anything. We're gonna do a wisdom save to see if he panics. He gets a 4. He panics. So he's just gonna take off and start running towards our dear friend Ringo. You need to do a full dash action. You don't fucking book it.
It's dark.
Excuse me.
It's dark back here.
Yeah, he's running away, and he runs straight into the darkness.
Okay.
Cool. This fella is going to move. He's gonna do a full dash. You know what? He's just gonna fucking go straight across. There. There. These guys are gonna move. Dash.
Is Sarsha dead? What is that?
Oh, I just tried to put some poison thing on him.
Just is
Oh,
Corbin having a
okay.
conversation with himself in the corner?
Yeah. All right.
It's just
I promise after
jail.
we take them to jail, we can get some drinks.
After I finish huffing this shit water.
Yeah, he's over there huffing shit water in the corner.
All right. You hear a big long, and then Cormac turns, and he cocks his gun,
Time for jail.
and he aims his weapon at the guy that just struck Simmons a couple times. And he's gonna roll a d20 to attack, and that's not gonna hit. He's gonna do it again. That one's gonna hit. That is 2d8 plus 4. That is 16 damage to that fella there. Cool. He's bloodied. That brings us to Sorsha.
Okay.
You have big ears.
Big ears. Well, it's nothing
Oh.
to be done about my conditions, right?
And can you repeat? I think you do the saving throw at the start of each of saves against the poison. The target must repeat the saving throw at the start of each turn. Sir, make the saving throw.
Con
Con.
21.
You are no longer poisoned, but you still have the level of exhaustion.
I'll take it. All right.
I forgot to do that for artists, and so I'll do that while you do your turn.
Simmons is back there. Okay.
Oh no, Simmons is here. I made the wrong person run. Should be this fella here.
Okay. Okay.
He ran away.
And I heard correctly, Simmons is the one that's bloodied.
Yep, this guy right here.
Okay.
They look very similar. I should have chose different game pieces.
No, you're fine. Alright, I will move across here. I'm going, even if this isn't 5 feet, I would just like, it's 10. Can I just fly across? Just for the lulz. Use my Dumbo ears.
Yeah, I'll let you do
Wide
it.
going.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I'll
I'm-
see you.
This is new. And let's see. Let me just alt that. I will give Simmons a second level cure wounds here. That's pretty good. That's 17 points for the Simmons boy.
All right.
And then
He can't be magically healed
oh,
because he got puked on earlier.
right. So retcon that. Shit.
Sorry, did you say can't be magically healed?
Mm-hmm. Let me double
Regain
check.
hit points.
Yeah. So he can't be healed at all.
Oh, okay.
Well. Alright, I will fuck it. Actually, shit. I need to, yeah, that's what I need to do. There's a lot of saves going on. Alright, I will cast Bless. We're gonna go at 4th level here. 1 additional creature, so that's 5 total, right? No, 2, 3, 4, so that's 6. It's 3 creatures at 1st level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then 2nd, 4th, yeah, so 6. And let's give it to Durin, Gengu, Harpy, Ojitai. Rango and myself. Sorry, Hammer Squad. Only Durin gets it.
Okay.
But sorry, Corbett too. Oh no.
Give it. Rango, don't worry
You don't
about
want it?
Rango. Worry about Rango.
Okay. Then I'll give it to Corbett.
Very good.
And then so that is that. Let me mark that down. And then I'll use my bonus action to throw my spiritual weapon at the homeboy there.
Okay.
17.
17 does in fact hit.
Okay. Oh, nice. That's max damage off of the strike, so 14.
14
Plus
plus.
that fire damage I forgot earlier, which I think is just 1d8 right now until level 14. And 6 fire damage. So 20 damage total.
Oh yeah, he's looking hurt.
And then are undead vulnerable to radiant or fire or anything?
Yeah. So this creature in
Yeah.
particular, is not vulnerable to either of those, but it does do something else with the radiant. Is it radiant?
No, it's fire damage.
Sorry, they know nothing.
Because I think yeah, that's just it's force. Yeah, spiritual weapon is force, and then it's fire. Force and fire. Okay, I'm done. Sorry.
No, you're good. There's a good question. A good deal. Good deal. Durnan. Sees.
And can I make a request here?
Yes.
It seems like this is going to go for a while.
You want to pause for tonight?
Yeah.
We're back at the top of the order, so it will be a good time.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say the same thing.
That'll work.
Yeah, we got a bunch of boys coming up, plus Fuckface over here.
Yeah, I planned on this being a pretty big fight.
Butt face.
Oh no,
Butt-face.
Fuckface.
Oh.
That face is fucked.
Fuck face. There we go. Yeah, that's true.
We made it to the sewers.
Jabba's let himself go.
I can't say I was expecting fucking
That was out of the hut.
out of
Oh,
the
yeah.
hut into the sewers.
It's like.
And for some reason turning people into Jar Jar Binks.
Jabba
Hey,
Johns, not
I
Jabba.
let,
here
the,
for it.
I let the dice speak.
Yeah.
There are some really good attributes that you can get out of this, honestly. But there's also some
Yeah.
really, really bad ones, like your ears falling off.
The
Yeah.
legs are pretty dope.
Yeah, the legs are dope.
Is there anything special with the eye stalks, or it's just they're weird?
The target's eyes push out of its head at the end of stalks.
Okay.
Get
Yikes.
fucked, mate.
Get fucked.
I am now half dragon, half man, and half snail.
That's right.
That's right.
All right, well, kiss
Man,
the
dragon, snail.
kiss the stream goodnight.
Bye, Shroom.
Adios and kiss
Hey,
me
mate.
goodnight. I'm gonna hop off here.
Yeah,
Hi,
me
man.
too.